Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Welcome to the capital. This is Carl. So we've just moved in. This is our official first day at the capital. This is the main room, or as we're calling it, the great room. So I think try to imagine this iteration. When I say iteration, this version of the capital is the first one. So it's at a very micro level. The idea is to have a whole bunch of stuff happening here, incubating young people with their businesses, internpreneurs, having people doing various activities, private events, shooting content, from cooking shows to podcasting, watch parties. There's just so much stuff that's going to be happening from this particular venue. The idea is to showcase what can happen if you curate businesses to work within the same space. So not really just offering and coming out and saying, here's a co-working space, but is to work at giving these businesses the right kind of services to be able to be effective. And when they are effective and they're cross-pollinating well enough, being coordinated at a higher level by the capital, we hope to see what our formula gives in terms of, from a conceptual perspective, from a planning perspective, from an execution perspective. So this is day one vlog, I guess, of what's going to be happening at the capital. I think the first day today, we kind of have this first of all small private events. Now, when I say small private events, is that I'm going to be doing a lot of kind of catering to small groups, testing out, African ingredients, African food elevated in a concept that's called My Food is African. We've just come back from Ethiopia in Addis, where there was a convening of a group of African chefs, and we all decided to join up together to create what's called the Mafia Chefs. Mafia spelled MYFIA, which stands for My Food is African. And the idea is for us to push this agenda of sustainability, food, promoting our local indigenous systems, innovating in the indigenous ingredients or ingredients that are found locally in certain parts of Africa as well, and using all of our knowledge, worldly knowledge and so on, to come together to come up with great food. So that's one big thing that's going to be happening here. So I'm going to be hosting a lot of private dinners and that kind of thing, and exposing people to the various products that exist. And we also going to be having like I said, the watch parties. We're doing some work with Zifa. So getting particular target groups to come in, watch the football matches, talk about the development of football, and celebrate our national team, support our national team, because not all of us can be in the stadium. So some of us can get together and try to teach people how to also host their own watch parties in their own home. What you also have to remember is that we are also living on premises. So the reason why we're also doing that is because we're kind of training people from an Airbnb perspective, rural B&B perspective, training domestic workers to be able to host guests better. We believe every Zimbabwean is a potential tourism asset or a tourism ambassador. So it's very important for us to be able to utilize our living space to be able to train people. So we're going to have regular trainings in that regard. And also we're going to have other professionals in residence from other countries. So we're setting up our home to be like an Airbnb as well, so people can come and stay while they work with us on certain projects. So people who are coming from out of town can come and stay with us as well and experience Zimbabwe from a Zimbabwean hosting perspective, which is one thing we're trying to encourage a lot of Zimbabweans to be able to do, is to host people from other countries in their own homes, not as Airbnbs, but to host them and give them authentic Zimbabwean experiences. So again, like I said, there's quite a lot happening here at the capital, and yeah, it's going to be super awesome and super cool. We've got Mrs. Ncube here, so I'll just take off my microphone so that I can sort of interview her and ask her some questions. So Mrs. Ncube, what have you been up to here at the capital?
Right now it's boiling because we were checking the air conditioner and I'm realizing it's working. It's so hot. Okay. Setting up, guys. Can you see like everything is empty? Empty.
We like to show people where we're starting.
So it's empty.
It's not empty. It's full of potential. You see how we think about things? She sees space. I see potential.
Potential. So it has been just trying to set up, clean up, also trying to figure out where everything is in terms of spaces. Yeah.
What are you looking forward to doing the most in the projects that you are incubating? Tell me a little bit about some of the projects you're working on and what your expectations are. Because this is like a consultation already. So tell me your dreams, Mrs. Ncube, and tell me what you are planning on doing.
So, because I have a number of businesses that I run, we have a number of businesses, number of entities, from Rural BNB, Chikafu, I'm a creative manager. I'm not calling myself an artist manager, a creative manager. So I've got people I manage. Also, I have a new baby called Chipo Gifts, and also running.
Oh yeah, so Chipo Gifts is a cool thing at the moment because we do a lot of these events, right? Yeah. And we put together, so people don't know this about us, so we put together a lot of like these packaged gift sets after events that we hold. So whether it's a cheese and wine or whether it's like a comedy event, private rural B&B type training, we put together these gifts. So take us through what does Chipo Gifts do?
Okay, well, basically, so for all, not just the events, the cooking ones, right? So we also have Zimbabwe Zim 365 Travel. We rebranded to 365 Travel, where we actually do specialized gift bags, just to give our clients, the tourists that come to Zimbabwe to visit Zimbabwe, a memory of their trip. So we've been doing that quite a bit. And what we've been really trying to do is infuse very Zimbabwean trinkets. I'll call them trinkets, but they're much bigger than small things. Zimbabwean trinkets, something that's very important to us is that it has to be something that has been locally made. We have some women we work with in Harare as well as in Victoria Falls who create some amazing products. So we also want to push those in our gift sets. We have amazing other small businesses. There's a young lady I work with who does amazing packages in Zimbabwe and printing. There's a gentleman I work with who does some amazing aprons. I work with this gentleman who comes up with amazing recipes when it comes to food related. So we put all of that in a little gift pack so that when they leave, they literally have a memory of Zimbabwe. And I want the gift packs to be functional.
Yeah, so give us an example. We did an EcoBank function recently. So like, for example, I will get booked to be an MC for a cooking event.
Which is under my agency.
Right.
Yeah.
So take us through what kind of gifts that we gave at that particular function. What did you have?
So for EcoBank, because what they were pushing was for their clients to have, it was a fun cookout day. So they had Chef Carl there judging and just going through the food with them. It was such a fun day with their very premium clients. So what we recommended and what we ended up doing and what they agreed to was we wanted to give them something that as men they could actually use. I mean, these are premium clients, so they're able to buy anything really. So you need to give them something really special. So what we ended up giving them was beautiful aprons with one of our partners that we're also incubating with their brand called Changamire. So that was brilliant. We did these lovely Changamire aprons that any man would love to wear. Then we did a little mini version of Chikafu, which is Carl Joshua Ncube's 2024 cookbook, where it has the recipes. I mean, these guys were cooking, so it has the recipes so that even at home they can do that. But on top of that, we have another brand called Yummy, which does spices using local ingredients and bugs and stuff like that, so local blends. So we gave them like a trio of those spices for that. So not only do they have the apron when they cook, they have the book too with the recipes, and then we gave them some spices just to give a little zhuzh to their cooking. So I mean, the clients loved it. So we're still waiting for them to send us some pictures, right? But, yeah.
Of the recipes. So in a nutshell, what I want you to understand is that probably, I don't know if we're going to do this daily.
No.
Nelsie always says no. She starts by,
It's not no.
she always starts by saying no. But
okay, let me put it this way.
wait. What we're going to do is regularly, we are going to give you this kind of interview format with the different projects, so right now we are incubating a lot of our own ideas, but we're also looking for people to come and pitch to be in the capital. So there are going to be a lot of pitch nights where people are going to pitch their ideas. So in the format, we're going to give you some ideas of what you can do with your company during the pitch nights. But at the same time, if there's something that really resonates with something that we want to do at the capital, then we are going to incubate it here as well. So just because we haven't asked you to come to the capital doesn't mean that your business isn't valid. We are going to keep watching your business, but there's some businesses that we feel maybe might need premises to be able to operate. But as you know, there's going to be a lot more premises that are going to open up that are called the capital. So we'll open up little cities, little mini cities, mini malls that we're going to be setting up for people to operate out of. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Mrs. Ncube, before we close?
I'd like to interview the interviewer. So, Mr. Carl Joshua Ncube, yes. So, what are you most excited about with the capital? I know these days because you're older, it's not like, hey, excitement, in your mature, tempered nature. What are you most looking forward to with the capital? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I think my excitement is going to be about staying put in one place, right? And not having to move around to the various people I've been incubating over the years. So I like the idea that I'll be able to look at my same notice board, my same mind map. My wife is on, who famously knows my mind maps are pretty elaborate. So being able to see my mind map on a wall on a daily basis, I think is going to do a lot for the projects that we have been working on. A lot of them have been websites, and we have executed them as websites, but now to give them a physical space. It's like watching your babies. We don't have kids, right? So our companies are our babies. We have lots of entrepreneurs that we work with who are like our babies. And so it'll be nice to see these babies grow and nurtured and, independent as well. So I'm excited. I'm not excited by any one project, but I think I just like the idea of being the father to these many projects. So yeah, excited.
Thank you, Mr. Ncube. I have one more question. I don't know if we're actually closing up. Are we going to get a dog?
No. Do you know what's funny? Last night while watching Superman, I really wanted a dog. I really wanted a crypto around. So I'm not sure. I think I'm still tender from losing Sheffy and then Waffles. Waffles really cut me deep. But after watching Superman, I must admit, I really felt like a dog would make us happy. But we'll see. But at the moment, it's a soft no.
Listen to the man who said, "Hey, Mrs. Ncube starts with a no." Me, I'm like, he's the person of yes. It's always good. It's always good to just try some of these things. So I thought I'd ask, and then guys can we do like a consensus? Because I know it's painful. I agree, it's painful, but I could do. Bye.